Rocking and rolling. Sunday. So you guys can hear me. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. Not the Ross. Yes, yes. Happy Sunday, everybody. You already see, got the Bob, got the Iries vibes. It is feeling great. It is through God's grace. Another day to be alive, to be sober. We're staying in Taylor Gang, though, of course. And we are going to probably get into some cooking. I wanted to do some Onewheel maintenance, so possibly we'll take the board apart and we'll fucking get into it. It'll be super quick, or well, not super quick. It'll be super chill, I should say. We're gonna probably be vibing out. It's 7:40. It's coming up on 7:40 now, so I'm probably gonna just do a chill live. I got some seasoning, some meat to do. I want to cook myself a nice little snack in the meantime, make a little breakfast sandwich, and keep the pimping. So let's get everyone slowly get into it. I want to make sure that you guys double tap your screens and or ask any questions. Feel free, please, by all means. It's your boy. It's Sunday, and we're just gonna keep it pimping. All right. So I'm gonna turn the camera off for a little bit and get a little bit more set up. I'm gonna mute myself for 2 seconds just while I go and rock and roll. All right. I'll be back. Blessings, blessings. I just said I'll be back. So double tap your screen, get yourself some popcorn, get yourself some vibes. I gotta get myself some vibes, of course. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. All right. Oh yeah. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yes, yes. Beautiful Sunday. What are we smoking on? We got some of that biscotti. Shout out Burner. We got some of that pink kush. Shout out the Hindus. Shout out the Afghans. Yes, sir. Got that serious pink kush from the mountains of Hindu Himalaya. Oh, yes. And we got the vibes today, people. I tell you, it's been a real great weekend. It's been a real great week, man. Telling this whole month, like if you guys could believe, we finally hit 250 subscribers. That's a blessing. We're already at 251. But just in 30 days alone, if you guys check out the insights on the Instagram, your boys literally got like almost 47,000 views in 30 days. Like that's some serious shit. I didn't even realize that until I had to double check it and yeah, like triple check that shit. So kudos for everybody who's been like sharing, supporting, doing all their things to help me grow. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, man, let's forever get this paper, man. Forever get this paper. Forever get this Bobby Schmarda. And I just appreciate you guys so much, right? I'm just gonna mute myself again. Just gotta go do a 1-2 things, and I'll be back. Ah, Gatorade. With the electrolytes in there. All the citric acid on that shit. Alright, guys. So, let's do some seasoning of some stuff first. Let's check it out. What do we got? So, we got some serious ribbage. I'm going to pull it up for you guys here so you guys can actually see. Perf. Puff. Another puff. Another puff. More. Yeah, I'm going to still this back. Alright, you're going to stay. You're not. So, I'll put you guys right here. Alright, so going right there. That. Good enough, guys. Cool. Alright. So, this way, guys. Alright. Cool. So, yeah, we got some ground beef. We got some short ribs. So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to make some Asian style short ribs. I think that we'll just season it that way and go with that. But we're going to season this real quick. All right, peoples? Okay, so I'm going to get everything prepped up so that we got knife, cutting board. It's all simple shit. All right, but we're going to get a knife, blade, blue blade today. All right. And you got your cutting board. Make sure to put something down underneath that's not going to have it slide all over the place. Makes sense? As well, what? Squeeze out the. Squeeze it out. Cool. Obviously, you guys see the drip that I decided to put on today. Is that serious Power Ranger. For real. Double tap your screen on that shit. What up? What up? What up, man? It's this. I'll turn it around so you guys can see too, or I can see y'all. Because I want to be able to see y'all. Yes, double tap your screen, motherfuckers. You guys already heard. All right, so we're gonna do some simple seasoning of some stuff. It's your boy, underadulterated T Kennedy, but I'm gonna teach y'all how to keep it funkadelic, keep it real simple, keep it mighty morphin. Because as I said, you already see the drip. Real pimping. All right. 100%. Desperate situations call for some desperate measures. All right, now, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna chef some shit up. We'll live sucker free and have another day safe and sober from alcohol. Ain't fucking with that shit no more. Right? So double tap your screen if you're living sucker free. You living sucker free? Because if you ain't living sucker free, man, shit. I'll help you out on that one. All right, so onion, garlic, ginger. These are good things. Green onion, all good stuff. All right, what we're gonna get is a freezer bag instead. Let's make this real simple for ourselves. Bowls, yeah, unless you're gonna go right away, put in a freezer bag. And I would suggest double bagging the freezer bag. That is where you may get into some leakage. The bones themselves may cut and make micro fractures into the bags themselves. So check it out. Serious, beautiful. Look at the marbling. Look at the drip. Drip is a drippy. Super dope, right? All right. So I'm gonna do all of this knife work quick time, dump it in the bag, and then we'll worry about the liquids after, all right? So take off all of your butts of your garlic. Yeah, I think I'll actually have it so you guys can see a little bit more. Dude, feel free to comment on anything that you guys are thinking. Or you guys can guesstimate what you think. I'm just turning the camera on now because like this doesn't make sense for me to have it. You guys are gonna see the good shit there. Just like that. Alright. The prime view. The prime view. There you go. Alright, so taking off our butts. This, and then we're just gonna season this and kind of let people jump into live because I do want to get into some Onewheel work and I'm gonna need some help. And it's a lot better to get some help when you have your Onewheel buddies versus just act like a fool and not knowing and pretending as if you can't just call someone for some help. So I'm gonna wait for some people to join in. I think we're gonna have like a bunch of people. I sent some invites to some people, so who knows? We might get some special guest appearances. Special guest appearances. All right, garlic, this onion, this ginger. Do I have my blender? Sick. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna friggin' blend all this shite. All right. Okay, so just itching myself and my foot itchy. All right, so I have a Ninja blender to make all this light work. Ninja blender, just like that, that, that kind of thing right there. And I can dig it. All right. Yeah, feel free, guys. It's Sunday. It's good Sunday to have the vibes. You know, throw some reefer down. Throw a couple of Robert Kushners. Some things that killed that thing that killed John Wayne. You guys hear me keep saying that shit. So whatever you guys have is some vibes. Throw it down as long as it's some positive vibes. Some uppers, no downers. No downers. Apparently it's a March break for the Ute Dem. So shout out the Ute Dem and shout out March break. All right, I'm just gonna take all the skin off of this ginger. Okay. Smells delectable. Put some fresh grated ginger and put some lemon in the tea. You stay sucker free with that. All right. So there's some there. Easy ginger done. Get some of that. About a whole one of these. And like these are some real good tenderizers, right? Like right now we're gonna tenderize this meat and we're gonna season it up so that when you do cook it, it's gonna be like some real good shit. All right, real tender down to the bone. And that sauce, man, that sauce. We're gonna turn it into some with a nice little cornstarch slurry. We're gonna make it into some good shit, all right? So just like Wiz says, make sure your bong is filled with dank. Yes, sir. Shit, I was playing some Wiz on the live stream the other day, and I was like worrying about the copyrights, and through God's grace, I tagged him in the video and everything, and yo, didn't even get the copyright, so that's what's up, man. Appreciate Wiz, appreciate the whole Taylor gang, appreciate everyone that has just been riding along. That's what's up. All right. I've also completed my edits for the PEV game. So if anyone is interested in that, I'm going to be needing a e-transfer and or straight up cash, $50. I'm not asking questions. I'm not begging. If you don't want that, then no problem. Cool. Cool. It's big business shit right now. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of broken hearts, man. Just because the last 3 years I've been doing a lot of stuff free and or very much impromptu, and that is like no longer going to be what's the case because I got to pay bills and I'm a businessman. It's quite to some people's belief. So, okay, so it's an onion. I may even throw a piece of Scotch bonnet in there, actually, and I'll throw a piece of Scotch bonnet in there just to kind of kick it up a notch. I'm gonna live on a bit. Check out these Scotch bonnies, frozen, so that they stay fresh, and you just take them when you need. Right. What are you guys listening to on the music? Everyone also say hi. We only got East 905 Skims 5 saying what's up. Well, appreciate you guys say hi. I'm a real respect dude. So show that ism, dog. Show those isms. With that ground beef, I don't even know. Maybe I'll make a couple of burgers or something. Okay, so color wise, actually just throw that in there. Half a Scotch bonnet with the seed part. All right, so we live like pimps out here. That's the butt. Okay. Cool. Back in the freezer. Put your lid on it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's basically your what? We'll put the oregano and the thyme and all the other stuff in after. But what I love about this Ninja is it's top loaded and top pulsed. So you close it, you put this on. You guys have probably seen this from before in my other videos at my last place. And just give it some pulses. All right. More. And now what I'm gonna do is take a rubber spatula that's thin enough to get inside there. Something like this. Chop, 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 chop. Get all of that out of there. You know, you'll spatula it out after. But I want to see just how ground this is, but also take it down the sides, so, and then press it back. So then you can do one final pulse. This is looking good, but under safety's sake, yeah, just a little bit more. Mm, 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 mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I already got a pre-roll ready, so I'm fucking Taylor Ganging already. Thank God's grace. Yes. Got some Scotty. We got some motherfucking pink toast, so let's smoke a little bit and get into the Q&A a little bit while we chill. All this marinades and seasons. So this is kind of what you want to have. All right. So like still got texture, but it's like kind of let out all of these juices, secretions, whatever word you want to use, as long as it's not phallic in nature. Joking. All right, so I'm gonna take one of these. There, lid on it. Food grade. Double tap that screen. That's what's up. What's up? Yo, your audio is cutting out a bit. Thank you, thank you. Let me switch it up. I got you. I want to see who's waiting for these to charge, so. Thank you, Spotlight One YT. I appreciate you. How's the audio now? You guys let me know. Audio good now? Audio check. Audio check. Double tap your screens. Give me some emojis. I gotta just see if that's good for you guys. If it is, we'll keep going. All right, cool. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so now that we have this, take this like this. Do something. Yeah, this can work. We're just going to be using a bunch of these today. Stick it like this. So you got some sort of technology going on right there. Okay. Follow me. So you're making yourself a little spout slash funnel. Work smart, not hard. When you do that, the honeys love it. The guys hate it. And again, keeping sucker free. We're going to get all of this in there. All of this in there. Music back on. Perfect. That's just like how I planned it. See? Just like how we planned it. Music. Perfect. Much better now. Perfect, perfect. Excellent, excellent. We got music, we got vibes. I love it. All this good stuff for me coughing. All this new physical options. Shit. Okay, so got all the veg in there. At least the onion, the garlic, the ginger. We're going Asian on this fucker. And we're gonna kind of eyeball this. We're not gonna stress ourselves out about this. We're just gonna eyeball a lot of it. Live with the results because that's what you do. Don't worry about it. Just live with the results. All right, so we have onion, garlic, we got brown sugar somewhere. By the way, this thing fucking just stayed like a friggin' rock. Damn it! You heard that? Like things were started harder than a brick. What kind of we get that sugar out of there? I might have to use regular sugar because I ain't trying to freaking struggle with that. I could have sworn I have more sugar. Like regular sugar, flour, icing sugar. Mother of a toad. Damn. All right, so this is like solid as a freaking rock, and like I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this out. Shovel it. No, I know what I should do. Okay, here, watch. Tomates. Yep, I should solid as a brick. Let's not stress it. I also live in a building. I'm not trying to have people on a Sunday. Cut me off. Look at that black guy just outside, so feeding that damn thing. So we're just gonna use some regular white sugar, which is fine. But in instance, I'm going to put in some browning so that there can, have that sort of nastiest type of color to it. Appreciate you guys. All right, so gonna just get rid of this cocksucker over here. All right, so I'm gonna put in liberal amounts of sugar because there's gonna be a lot going on in this. All right. Remember also we put the Scotch bonnet in there, so 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, 5 tablespoons, and 6. Let's call it 6. All right. There's no recipe that I'm following around. I'm going off like what I personally am guesstimating through hypothesis. nice, sweet, savory, tangy, all the good stuff you really like and enjoy from British barbecue and Korean short ribs. Think bulgogi. Think this type of vibe and aesthetic. All right. So to turn this brown, let's get our brown in. There, brown. All right, brown. Throw some of that in if you don't have freaking. If you want to make some brown sugar, all right. Sugar and brown in there. Call it George. You ain't gotta stress. All right, people. Appreciate the likes. We got 4 likes. Appreciate that shit. See if we can get to 15 likes today. 100%. 100%. So we are going to put also now, since we're here, I'm gonna put some actual cracked pepper. Big bad boy shit. Shit the pimps you fucking putting into their food. I'm putting like a good amount. Like it's peppery. Yeah, that's the shit. Alright. Put in two turns of salt. Because we're still putting in soy sauce, other things. You don't want to overwhelm it, alright? So once you got that in, soy sauce, you can use whatever one. I just honestly was on the cheap and I'm like, nah, the shit's like fucking like $20,000. Yo, who the fuck is buying soy sauce for that, yo? No, 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 no. You got no name shit. And you can still make it work, right? Obviously, the more premium or the more superior the types of ingredients you use, it just gives like a luxury vibe. Pouring this by eye. So that looks to be about in a bottle that's 450 milliliters. This is it? Wow. That's so little. Think about it. Watch. Half of this is 500 milliliters. That's not even 500 milliliters. That's fucking a rip off, yo. And that was like almost $5. Anyways, see, when you start to know measurements and or calculations of food things, you can understand food costs and or how the company or the man is trying to scam you. Yo. Don't let the man scam you for something like soy sauce, and albeit no name soy sauce. Okay, so we have, of course, mirin, right, or just some rice wine, vinegar. Get the aroma. Yeah, I question these things because anything to do with alcohol, I'm like, oh, motherfucker. There we go. Just a splash of it. Sesame oil now. Sesame. All right. So, sesame in that sucker. One puff, another puff, another puff. Definitely W's in the chat, yo. If you guys are taking a one puff, another puff. Mhm. I love the smell of sesame oil. So roasted and vibrant and honestly awesome. I love the extra in there. So I love that shit. Super, super dope. Like basically make the marinade how you want to make it. Like I even again have some sriracha. Let's throw some fucking sriracha in there. I mean, that's like a 2 squirt. All right. A little bit of that. I think we're good there. So now, see, it's all contained within the bag. Smart, right? Smart. Almost like I worked in a kitchen before, right? Get this out of your way, guys. I was honestly trying to charge these lights up here. Anymore. Yeah. Trial and error in terms of like moving things you don't need around so that your workstation clear, and then you can also get the tools that you need. So I use this as a dry storage. It's not a computer right now, but I keep all my kitchen here, so I can grab that and also. That in over here. The back chest, grinder. Okay, so lights are done. Again, and we're gonna go into like the back bit. Working hard right now to kind of clear up all this stuff. I am hungry. Got the lunches like a motherfucker, so we gotta make some Scooby snacks. Am I right? Double tap your screen, people. Yeah. Oh yeah, and out of all things I forgot. Can't forget that. Green onion. There's some green onion in there. Get some color in that shit. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. If my homeboy Buju is in the comments or in the chat right now, yo, send a request to join in live, my brother. So, yeah, I'm gonna need someone on the one wheel side of things to help shoot the shit with that. Okay. Okay. So green onion cut here. These ones we want. All right. These are good garnish. Great actually. But to get it so that you can actually cut them properly, we'll start with the white. Winston, when you get a chance to go to the Grip Pain website, okay, I gotta do that after. Shout out Grip Pain, shout out ETP. So if you look at it, I'm cutting it on a diagonal or on a bias is what it's called. And I'm rocking the blade. I'm like keeping my fingers away and tucked because typically I've seen anywhere from high schoolers back when I was in high school to college students or chefs. You can't even call them chefs, college cooks. Saying you got to be a graduate, and or just even people in the industry end up cutting themselves for like less shit because they're just not looking, and or get complacent with a knife in their hands, and that's the worst thing you can do because that's one step close to a serial killer if you can dig it. So that's it. Okay, and we'll save that for the garnish. Yeah, get this all in there. I think this is like a nice little baseline. I think I'll also put some chili flake in there just to really bring up everything. Solid, solid, solid base one. I'll just like mix. After I mix this and the meat in, then I'll just wash the dishes, clear up, and you guys can see. It looks very nice. Got the lights in there. Appreciate y'all. All right, check it out. So, zoom into this. All right. Like the marinade, right? Nice 100%, you know. All right. So now what you do. All right. So what you're gonna do? Take this, transfer these into another bag. All right. Actually, no. I'm gonna do one thing for you right here. All fucking Jedi mind tricks right there, peoples. Anytime look. Three. Really serious. Great. Great. Thick as ball. Oh my goodness. Like, what? You know, he's so good. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm gonna actually 10, 30 of them and use probably chopsticks to flip and sear them so they all get like that real pretty style. Mhm. So, all right. Next step. That, that there. Okay, so now I have basically like two stacks on top of the bag that I just rinsed them out. This now, here, and I'm pulling this bag out now of this in there, and then we're not making a mess. Can you dig it? All right. Appreciate that candy house some more. Appreciate that. It absolutely is going to be yum. 100%. Okay, so, there you go. All right. It's almost like technology is working up for us, right? We don't need this front line. Just drop them in. Look at this one. This one's a patio. Inch cuts, yo. Inch cuts, man. And long, too. Long, too. And then once it's like they're seasoned, marinated, I can't hear them. I can actually assess the flavors of the marinade itself, and then I can adjust it on the fly with like into a sauce, right? Like I'm not gonna just this needs to have this, and that. It's not perfect right now. It's not meant to be perfect because you gotta let that shit melt together. You know what I mean? But let me throw the chili flakes in there. Put in that chili, the thyme in there. That'll be good. Chili flake and thyme. Yep, got those doobies in my ashtray, people. Sure. Make sure my bump up the dang. Got the time in that sucker. For that. Oh, brother, I just fucking with the taste. Goes in there. Nice. Icicle icicles. Alright. Check this out now. It's a heavy bag. That's why I say you're gonna have to take out as much air as you can. Press it down. But like seriously seal this fucking thing, because if you don't, it's not gonna go good for any of us. You don't wanna have a bad time, right? We're having a good time, not a bad time. Now just take it out. Rinse this because I can see there's some contaminant. I don't want that. It's that. Rinse the bottom of the bag. Sealed. Now you get to do the fun stuff. Kind of like your parents back in the day. Oh yeah, you're making some like some steak and bake or whatever, and you just get to play around with the food, right? So I'm gonna try my best to keep this away from anywhere from the lid. I mean the zipper part. I really am not trying to have a bad fucking time. I've had too many experiences where like the bones themselves, because of how they're spliced with a saw, they have micro fractures and like it's just they could tear anything. Like I could see it. Look, it's like pressure. Yeah, pressure makes diamonds. No, pressure makes messes. Yo, in this case, I can see it coming out already. Like holy Faulkner, this shit. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Okay, well you know what? Don't keep playing with it. That's it. But for safety's sake, transfer into one other bag here, and then I can put that in the fridge. There you go. Nice. So yeah, I'll just put that in the fridge and get that marinated. Done. That only took not even 20 minutes, guys. Shit, I know people that are freaking planning their roll join in 20 minutes for real. Tell me if you guys are joint rollers or pipe pipe smokers. Like, what do you guys? Are you guys Taylor gang or no? Because obviously, if anyone knows me, I've been doing that. So keep this lid that. You're gonna get that preheated for a second. Silver, lemon haze. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So get this. Everything seems to fit. There are 1 liter of 500 milliliters solid measurement. If you're also in culinary school and you don't know what this fucking is called, find out, please. That's an important necessity. I've been like told, yo, you know what the plastic thing is? No, it's a 1 liter container, polyurethane container. You don't want to go that far, but motherfuckers just keep saying, yo, the thing. Can you give me that thing? This thing, this size? I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know what the fuck that means. It's the thing. The thing was a damn Marvel character. Alright. Who is that now? This motherfucker's matching. Anyways, so clean up on that. Alright. All that marinades. These are all things that you get to do preemptively while making good food. Don't just like season it or like make it, like leave all of this and that. Some inanimate person who does not exist because no one's your maid. You gotta clean up your own stuff. And get good at it too. Because if you think you can make good food, make good cleaning skills a priority. Everything else will work out in unison. All right. Actually, just turn the camera up so you guys can have a little bit of me back in the action. Been hiding on camera. I was told earlier, like I'm gonna be motherfucking incognito man. Shout out who said that. Shout out who said that. Incognito man. Okay. Well, yeah, happy Sunday. It's like we're gonna keep on rocking and rolling. It's acapella today. Thank you for those that are tuning in and or if you will be tuning in over the course of the night. We're going to be doing some one-wheel work, possibly. Doing a bunch of food-related stuff. I was at the library, Fort Worth Library today. Shout out to Fort Worth Library because I was able to actually do some solid editing. Like, as much as I get so caught up trying to multitask, like edit, live stream, do all this, etc., etc. Like, sometimes it's just like I have to listen to shout out SL, nameless, but shout out SL. Control the micronutrients of what it is I'm trying to achieve in that day. Not just simply get overwhelmed or like skip the beat and jump to like, okay, well, like I want to just have this goal, but I don't want to like worry about all of the kind of in between things, right? So for me, it's just today I was able to clean, I was able to friggin' go and edit. At least a couple chapters are closed on that front. That I can speak of right now, but I did mention the PEV games 2026 are available. Photography is available. There are lots of people that were there that obviously know me. I know that they have been asking if you are interested and or would like to purchase the right to access for the portfolio that I have worked very hard on. Please, $50, legit. Send it to me transfer, send it to me cash, send it to carrier pigeon, and I will give you access. But I am not giving free access anymore because you know what? I'm tired of not getting paid, and I'm tired of people disrespecting me and not answering my calls or text messages. But they know who they are. I'm not gonna name them on camera, but I still respect them and I respect this community too much. But I gotta respect myself even greater than that because my black ass has gotta pay for my fucking bills. Can you dig? You can dig. Just fall for these different ways, but, uh, I love having so many culinary tools. Literally, it's like a tool for every single job. People are like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" Life, 100%. Just all of these things. At one point, before I got this tool to have it, I was struggling trying to think of a way to try to solve the problem without the tool because my black eyes were so broke at the time that I was needing said tool. Serious investment, right? Serious investment. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Keep tapping your screen. We already got to 5 likes. Remember, 15 tonight before I turn off this camera on my artwork. You guys said I was gonna say something different. Don't say on God. Don't say on the mama. Say it on your artwork. On your word is bond. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. There we put the beef back for later. Do a small little pan sear, some kind of burger. I love pan searing things. I remember I got super awesome at saute at milestones, and like from since then, I learned something really great saute stuff. I would say, but when I finally got to do the jobs in the kitchen that I was looking at, that I always thought that was a cool job to do, and I want to like do it my way in that regard. Yo, specifically sautés, even grill, anything that like there's a lot of movement coming out in and out of those stations. So like sautés, it's not just like the entrees, but they're potentially sides and or sauces, right? Sautés, all of this makes sense. And then with broil, because it's like typically that's in the middle of the middle of the line if you've ever worked on a line. And so like you have to be equally as vocal as much as the expediter calling chips. And yeah, man, I was keep God's grace, able to work on some really fun teams back at Milestone Days. Milestones shout out North York Civic Center, yo. It's a big time in my life, man. Because it was at the cusp of like just graduating high school. I was like graduating honors valedictorian from like a lot of the culinary things that I originally from that lead me into my adult career of hospitality. I would say not just solely being a chef, but it's hospitality. Because I worked in hotels and worked with event companies and all of these different types of places. Really learned a lot of like what I feel that people want out of things. I think more than anything, and Rick Carlton learned this, but as much as it's like we are ladies and gentlemen, treating ladies and gentlemen, it's a people, it's a person to person subjective basis. We're like the person that's in front of me or you, they just want to actually be seen and heard as much as you want to be seen and heard, no doubt. And like if you can listen to the things that it is that they're telling you, sometimes you can all be it completely different or sometimes the first time you've ever heard some of that. But you resonate with people, you may sorry, you may factually and actually start to connect on a human level. Starting to know from being born as a millennial and one, it's like it's starting to become a lost cause. And like that's something in and of itself to have cause for concern because think about it, like we were worried about back in the day when friggin' the actual first Terminator movie came out. And we were like, holy shit, yo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, butt ass naked, jumping out from the future, watch out. Now it's legit, we're turning ourselves into some fucking Skynet puppet, So legit, uh, um, skeletal figure of the T-1000 or the T-800, whatever these things are, just autonomous freaking beings. And yet we live lives as humans, but we're starting to become not so human. How do we keep socializing people? So get out there, socialize, call somebody that you love. And or when you go out anywhere, you don't always be on your phone. Like, you can have music and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm a social media dude. I literally was coming from the library. I got on the streetcar. I'm all the way at the back of the bus, and legit, some dude, don't even know who he was, doesn't matter his race, but kind of sloshed himself over at the seat that in front of me because I'm at the back of the bus. But I'm like, he's looking on his phone, and I can see because it's in front of me and not being that inconspicuous, but just looking at some of the random type of friggin' AI videos that a lot of these guys are watching, and like I'm looking at the visuals more so than just simply reading the text. And like, let's just say, for lack of a better word, on a bright ass Sunday, the content was quite dark, and it was shocking because like then I looked at someone else, another young male who is a differing race, and it's a lot of these AI videos, like AI voice, AI video, and just cannon fodder stuff that like really has nothing to do with the imagination or yours that in or therein. So please get out, read a book, friggin' go and take a picture of a bird, like go bird picture taking, or it's called birding. The funnest thing in the world, or go on nature a walk, a nature hike, anything to connect with both yourself, flora, fauna, all that good shit. Like I ain't fucking around. I think that's all right. Yeah. Let us know we are going to sit, relax, and light a joint because I think we earned it. We're just gonna light a little bit of that joint and sort out the garbage situation because I do want to actually cook something. I mentioned I would probably make a little percentage of it and can show you how to do that on the fly very quickly, very easily. Water bottle is probably just phone. That's so crazy. Again, device overheating, device doing this, doing that. Like, give me a freaking break, device. Seriously. Phone is at 47%. Okay, I'm just plugging this up for now. All right. So what's Fuju saying? When you get a chance to the Gripstain website and use the codes. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What's up? Nice. Very cool. Got a shout out from my sister Marie. God bless. God bless. God bless. I miss my family a lot. My mom is So I'm going to try to get you. There we go. So yeah, my apologies, people. Like my phone literally was overheating. I had so many things going on. So we're gonna chill out for just a little bit while we just real kind of relax. This phone acting stupido. That no goodo. That no goodo. No no goodo, my friend. Ay 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 ay. So yeah, this will have to work. Apologies. I'm gonna sit my phone on a literal frozen block of this. Just to, like, yeah, temperature wise, I need that thing to come down because I never seen something like that. But also, my phone is very old. It's the Samsung Galaxy 26 is out, and I have a 22. So I'm just trying to. Bueno, technology of you. Kind of like fucking Fred Flintstone. All right, y'all can hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Good, good, good. So the Taylor gang. Those are Taylor gang roaches, not Taylor gangs. Yeah, we had some biscotti. I'm sorry, we had some pig fish earlier, but God's grace, I rolled up a thing of biscotti, which is again a nice light sativa, and we'll chill. All right? We'll just chill, 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 chill. But what I can do is I can put on this wise up there, cool water. All right, people. Oh, well, yeah. So super, super happy that I was able to not have anything fall down off of my shelf. It's honestly a workshop. I'm genuinely calling like this like a workshop. It's this home that I'm making has really turned itself from a house to a home, and I'm so grateful through God's grace. I'm telling you, I literally was sleeping on the fucking floor, sleeping on the bus, sleeping on the subway like from August 21st until October 1st. And I still had two jobs. I was working for the city. I was working at Humber. I didn't call in, didn't relapse from alcohol. And motherfuckers just try to keep on making it seem like I am built for this shit. So proud of myself. Proud of you guys. Thank you so much for even helping me get to 250 subscribers. Cause I'm telling you, like the more collective eyes that and ears that are on not just me, but this channel, it will help collectively other people. Cause like I want to help people, man. I really do want to help people. So if you have any curious ideas, and or you're a media person or not digital creator, but creative director, or you feel like you could be, give me a shout, man. All right, let me grab. So you guys are lighting up. We're lighting up now. We're ready. We're ready to hit that Kenny Powers. Can you dig it? Kenny Powers. Also, shout out Matilda. I've been literally learning some things about Matilda and about myself. I don't want to say in any comparison, but yeah, if you have watched the movie Matilda, 90s movie, Danny DeVito, yeah, that era, not the remake, really an eye opener for people like myself, which I will say people like myself. Namaste, namaste. You're probably looking at this and you're wondering, how does this guy keep doing it? Not the Taylor Gang or the Weed Band. How does he keep up? How does he find the energy, the drive, the motivation? I tell people all the time, now at least, because I was heard something to more articulate, but I've turned it into and phrased this in my own way. Is that I try my best to be very happy. And like, if I'm not happy, because life will throw things at you. If I'm not, I've got to do everything in my energy and power capacity and inside of my control to be able to change it, right? If I'm not changing it positively, then I'm changing it negatively or not at all. And that's still a negative form of not dealing with things. So I try to create as many positive hobbies as I can. That's why the season's getting ready for one wheeling and stuff. We got a lot of big ideas. I literally just got a bunch of camera upgrades and stuff. So if you're interested in shooting some one wheel or any kind of content, please hit me up. But make sure I have your money right. 100%. Also thinking, let me know in the comments if you guys think I should do a stand up set somewhere local, Toronto. Let me know. If you guys get it to 15 likes, I know that's a yes. Through God's grace, man. God is gracious. God is good. Please let me thank him for this bountiful week that I have had and weekend. So grateful. So grateful. You know, there's a lot of people that also who either question sobriety and or question mind specifically, a spiritual sobriety journey, whatever you want to call it. I continually say I have been 17 months alcohol free, right? But recovering addict does have a connotation between recovery, but also still being an addict. And, yeah, I still have much more to learn revolving not just weed, but myself. Like, hmm, thought it was the feds, or the agents. My bad. Ironically, this is my spell just getting up to 10. Yeah, that those ribs are gonna be super super good, super super good. Yay! Always comedy, my dear. One thing, yeah, if you can't be happy for yourself, definitely try to be happy for someone else. So I don't mind making fun of myself and or people laughing at my expense because I've literally changed the verbiage and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna laugh at my expense because it pays the cost to be the boss. There you go. What a day, what a weekend. I still got some more camera stuff that I gotta do later on tonight. Uh bunch of stuff actually. I'm still processing all the oh Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association pictures and media from that on my own part as an independent media person. But a lot of stuff has honestly been coming through God's grace. Laughing with you, not at you. Appreciate you. And I of course know. Right? I was saying like growing up younger, right, it's like you love laughter as a child, but you hate feeling like the butt of the joke. And I had to learn not just quickly, but like really valiantly, I would say, but like handle that with some form of either decorum or grace or fight back, kick back, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I've also been having a lot of very insightful conversations with a lot of really great people, a lot of really hardworking people, a lot of people that have they themselves they themselves have been working honestly to me. in my opinion, even harder than someone like myself. So one thing I love about photojournalism is that as cool as one could perceive me to be, I genuinely, I get the luxury and the blessing and the privilege to be able to meet the cool people genuinely, right? Like before even I click a shutter, it's just, wow, this person does this, or wow, this person does that. It's super fly and humbling for me every time because I think I'm good at the things that I am, but I'm not good at everything. So when other people are great at things that they are, have become, you want to listen or you want to at least hear how they got to that point. It's no differently for me. 100%. I was so happy that I was able to just do all my cleaning and just like reset my place because I've honestly been doing all the lives at the library and psychologically again my eyes getting better. You guys can see I can see a lot better. And it's just excuse me. It was just a really hard friggin' the last couple weeks getting into this point of March. Been trying to battle some not my own demons, but stand on business, I would say, in different effects. So definitely stand on business, but try not to be too brash. Try to be methodical. Um, Judge Judy always says, "You got two ears and one mouth for a reason." 100%. Yeah, man. I remember it used to be so awkward forgetting. I, just looking back at like how I've gotten to 200 subscribers, it's madness. Because like the first people that were subscribing were honestly on like PlayStation days. That's like I didn't realize until very late that you could literally live stream on YouTube, having a Gmail and all that, as long as you have a PlayStation account and the game that you're playing. So still appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. I love you too. And yeah, just like watching back some of the old school videos of me like playing games or like listening to my commentary. Like honestly, the steers it's not stupidity, but it's just like the improv that one can make. But you can find yourself in the stupid moments or moments of great peril. And this is all based off video games, right? Like nothing crazy, but like based off video games. And it was reflecting with a lot of the ups and downs between life and yeah, even playing online because I don't really play online, but playing the Division 2, that was fucking good times, yo. Good fucking times. Shout out Ellis. Shout out my old Canadian Tire distribution center colleagues that I used to run that game with, like from honestly 2 o'clock in the morning to probably 8 o'clock in the morning. And we work at like 3:45 p.m. the next day. So crazy shit. Shout out my homie Juan. My homie Juan just messaged me from my Colombian brothers, yo. Like back in that old house that I was living at, that you guys used to see all the barbecuing and stuff and all the lives and cooking and art stuff. But yeah, it was like a rooming house and a lot of people would come and gone. And like I was there for over 4 years. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I believe that I became the person who was living there the longest up to that point. And yeah, needless to say, there was a lot of people that came that were whatless and or stupid as all hell and or dirty. But some of them, a majority of them, ironically, were from specifically Colombia. These guys are not just hardworking dudes, fucking clean as fuck, man, and willing to clean, like do their part, yo. That's one thing I love, man. So shout out Juan, yo. Shout out his whole family. I think he's doing big things now. So that's what's up. Telling you, man. I'm glad that I'm glad that maybe I'm not glad that I chose to live at that spot, but I'm definitely proud of myself that I persevered to make it through without. making any worse decisions than I have made up to this point, but up to that point. And yeah, man, it's definitely a journey to get through the fucking place, man. But focus on the good memories. One wheeling and shit. It's getting better at it. And, like now, even to the point where I see a new one wheeler and I can see a lot of the things that people used to explain to me when they would see me ride what was wrong. And yeah, man, through God's grace, I'm telling you, if I wasn't sober from alcohol, I would be dead on that thing for sure. If not there on a paddleboard out in the water, because like same thing. When you're facing the elements, it is no joke, right? No joke. Yeah, man. It feels very peaceful to be peaceful. Very, very humbling. Feel at peace. I know there's a lot of people in the world that may not feel at peace with whether the political stuff or government stuff, propaganda, this and that, just overall bad human decency, right? So my own small little world, I'm very thankful both to God, my hard work, my family, my friends, the people around me. Thank you so much, man. That's yeah, like fuck, 100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was thinking earlier about like how I was gonna make those breakfast sandwiches, and then be honest, I couldn't even tell you how I want to start it because every time I think of food, again, shout out Matilda and or that movie because you learn so many things about not just yourself or that character or the characters in the movie or the book, but you learn about human evolution and a lot of things in between it. And it's really expedited and broken down monosyllabically for those to like understand it. First time I heard that word, I literally fell in love with it. Monosyllabically. Shout out freaking I can't even like it's been so long since I watched the show, but Severance and that's a great show. Without many great actors, but just overall the script writing and the storyboarding for that is just fucking mind blowing, to say the least. Mind bending. Crazy. Love things like that give you a total recall or give you the feeling of being in some sort of matrix. It's just I don't know. I'm able to process the information that's being told both visually and uh, linguistically or audibly. Shout out my cousin Brandon, man. I gotta get on the phone with this guy. That's actually what I gotta do because I believe, and I'm sure he'd tell me this. He is a child. He was a child. Well, he's not a child anymore, but he became a child prodigy in terms of music because like he's pretty much the only person I know within my proximity that can play basically every single instrument that he puts in that's put in front of him. Like all of the guitars, all of the types of drums, all the types of flutes, all the types of violins. It's quite crazy. And like he was the first person that I realized had that ability. And not just that, but it's the full package when you got the linguistic skills, you got the vibe, you got the style, you got yeah, he was operating as an adult, like before the age of 10, I think, really. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about those Korean short ribs. Simple marinade. I'm debating if I should cook it on the live right now and or if I should just save it for the next episode, which again will be probably later on tonight and or tomorrow because yeah, we're stepping up our game, man, getting into that creative directing shit. So we are our own boss, outside of God being our boss, main boss, big boss. But yeah, we got to be our own bosses now and support other young people that want to get to that place. It's one thing to have the dream, but if you want to get there truly, you know, that's how we'll help ourselves master the universe. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Hilarious. Feeling like fucking Dexter's lab out here, yo. Yeah. Feeling like motherfucking Pinky in the brain out here and shit. You know, like King King of the motherfucking Trill out here. Who that? Who said that? Oh no. Notifications at the butt. Sometimes I'm honestly gonna start putting, as other people do, on do not disturb. So many notifications are coming in now through God's grace, and I still yet have full capacities when it comes to that, but I'm making it work. And yeah, I just always need to like have time to be able to lock in and basically get into the hyperbolic time chamber in terms of my work, my creative work, or whatever it is that I need to focus on. So I think that'll be it. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock right now, so I'm gonna get to more chillaxing, more chillaxing. I hope that you guys again have an amazing rest of your Sunday. I appreciate you guys tuning in up to this point. We'll save the one wheel stuff for later on. I got a couple of guys earlier that jumped in the chats, but it seems like Sunday it's still again March break with the kids and stuff, so we will get the tire changed at some point because that's basically what I need to do. I need to take off the old tire. I've like rode through wintertime. I I basically got it changed mid September, and I've rode multiple times. And you guys have seen how the cold has been, but I don't just ride. I like excuse me, use it as a commuting vehicle. So I've gotten easily I think now it's got to be at least 6,000 kilometers since like August of last year, if not like before more. And it's a stock XR, sorry, stock one wheel XR original with like a couple of accoutrements to kind of pimp it out. I'm planning to want to like redesign it, so it literally I'm gonna nickname it the one wheel GTR, or sorry, the one wheel GTXR, something like that. And like, I'm sure you guys can figure out, sniff what I'm putting down, the kind of Need for Speed vibes, like the Midnight Club vibes, the Fast and Furious vibes. But there's already a dude in the group, shout out Josh Parisian, who's like already got his board set up as like a basically Paul Walker, Too Fast and Furious, Silver, R34. So I'm gonna go R32, friggin' like LE dollar sign, techno violent on that shit. Real pimpin'. And yeah, I'll save the ribs. I'll save the sandwiches for when I come on next. Because it's yeah, getting down to the nitty gritty in terms of night. But without further ado, remember, like and subscribe. Double tap your screens. Please support and check out my artwork. I know there's a lot of things that people say. Art is subjective, but if there's one thing I can ask, it's for you guys to please make your own decision assessments and thoughts and feelings, comments on my artwork for yourselves. Like, don't take what anyone else is going to tell you. Make your own assessment, and I appreciate you all. So here's to the next 250 subscribers, going into 500 and then to 1,000 next. And another day safe and sober from alcohol. Remember, down with downers, up with uppers. And we just got to live life accepting the fact that controlling the controllables and not trying to control the uncontrollables, that's okay. Right? We can't change everything that we want to do in a week's time in one day. So love yourself, forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness, ask for love from God, and I'm sure everything else will work itself out. All right, guys. It's Tristan Kennedy. We out here. Give me a shout. Definitely, again, like and subscribe. Peace. Yo.